What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we got the Subaru WRX. I've had this car for about 2 years now, so I figured it's time to do a 2-year review of it. We can go into the good and the bad, the things I like and don't like about it, my personal experience with it. So I just want to let you guys know how I've dealt with it, and hopefully you might decide to pick up one or not based on this video. So the first thing that we're going to do is go over what maintenance I did to this car, the not so fun stuff, the stuff that burns into your mod money pocket. It wasn't a lot, surprisingly, for buying this car from 2002. The person I also bought it from did not take the best care of it, so I think I got a little bit lucky with it. But the first thing that we had to do was the spark plugs. So they looked really bad. I got a misfire on cylinder 3, so I had to change those out. And I also noticed that the clip on the coil pack that goes over top of the spark plug broke off, so it wasn't able to spark at all, so that had to get replaced too. But the last thing that I had to do was the battery, but that was my fault because I didn't have a tie down for it, or whenever I bought the car, the guy didn't have it on there, so whenever the battery shakes, it just makes it go out faster. So hopefully when I go home next weekend, I'll be able to put one of those on there, make this battery last a little bit longer. But that was all the required maintenance that I had to do to it. It really wasn't that much. Now let's get into the fun part. We can go over the mods that we got for this, starting with the engine. Cobb offers a power package on their website. It has all those pieces included into it. I think it was like $2,000 to $3,000 for this car. You get all those things included. They just send it all in one box over and you can install it all yourself. So what the Stage 2 actually does is it moves your torque and horsepower curve up, and you also get more horsepower out of it, and you also get more torque out of it, so it feels more responsive down low. I just feel like the power curve whenever you're accelerating feels a lot better, and the whole car all just together feels a little different. So with the Stage 2, I just like the feel better of the car. It's more torquey, there's more horsepower, all of that. It just all around makes the car feel like a better experience. So the first thing that we got is these Spec D tuning lights. I like these a lot. They have the halos in them, so when your daytime running lights are on, just the halos will turn on, and also these 3 lights. And then whenever it's nighttime, the regular lights come on, and I think that they're pretty bright and the high beams are really good on them, so I would definitely recommend these. And then the other thing that we got are these smoke turn signals. So I put these on here. They're really cheap. I like them a lot. It just goes with like the black and blue theme that I'm trying to go for with this car. Since these casings are blacked out, I figured that I'd also get smoke turn signals for this car. So I actually got this on eBay. It was a 4-inch FRP hood scoop. It was like $90 or $100 or something. It was super cheap, and I just spray painted it with this paint that I found online. I can also link that below. I forget what it's called, but it's some World Rally Blue paint. A bunch of different companies sell it, but the one that I bought it from, I figured that it was close enough after painting it, so I used that on this. And then the last thing that we got on the front here is we don't need a front license plate here in PA, so I got this Cobb front plate delete thing that just goes there, and then I also have a blacked out Subaru emblem for the front. So whenever I first got this car, it had 5% tint the whole way around, and that's still on this back window and the back windshield, but I thought that I might get pulled over a lot for having that on there, so I took it off the front, and this is 15%. I got mine from R Vinyl, and that's what I would have done to the back if I would have done those two. I like it a lot. It doesn't have any bubbles in it or anything. It went on super easily, so I would definitely recommend that. So here you can see that back windshield tint is 5%, but up here we got this vortex generator. I did have to repaint this because the paint that came on it was not very good, so I had to repaint it, sand the whole thing down. It was off of eBay too. It was like $30, so I couldn't expect the paint to be that good. But I spent like a night sanding the thing down, painted it black, and it's been good ever since, so I like this on the car. So going along with that black and blue theme for the car, I also tinted the back taillights. It's not for everyone, but I figured if I'm going for the black and blue theme, I might as well do that. I like the look of them, especially at night. So I was gonna try and go wingless and just have this little tiny spoiler on it, but it ended up that money-wise, it just didn't work out for me to get the trunk repainted, so that way the spoiler would also be blue. So for now, I just have both of them on it, and I'm waiting until I can get my new trunk to put that on. And the last thing that we got for the exterior is this Strafe Design rear diffuser that I got. It wasn't too expensive. I think it was like $250 on sale or something like that. But I like it a lot. Adds some aero and aggressiveness to the car. The first thing that we're going to go over for the interior of the car is my Apple CarPlay head unit. I love it a lot. I use it all the time. It just automatically connects to my phone with Bluetooth, and it has all the Apple CarPlay features that you'd want for Android Auto or for Apple CarPlay. I would definitely recommend this to anyone. The next thing for the interior is these blue LED bulbs that I put in behind the gauge cluster. So I really like these a lot. They were green before, And I know in the STIs, they have red ones that are behind it, but I figured that since this car's blue and it's not a STI, I'll put some blue ones behind it to also match the blue for the car. I really enjoyed them a lot. Finally, we got this Cobb shift knob. Honestly, pretty expensive in my opinion. I think it was like $100 or something around that. It is my favorite shift knob though. I liked it so much that I used to have a white one before and I spent the money to get a black one, so if that says anything. But I do think that it is very expensive, but it is my favorite shift knob, so this is what I use. So that's all we got today for the Subaru. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend picking one up if you can do all your checks, make sure everything's good on it. I've really enjoyed this car the past 2 years that I've had it. It hasn't given me much trouble that a normal car wouldn't need that you would buy, especially from being from 2002. I think it's been pretty reliable for me. So I think for sure if you find one, you should pick it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.